Welcome to the Whitwam Wealth Real Estate Podcast. Today our topic is The Pursuit of Real Estate Investing, Independence Day Podcast 2024.
Welcome to the Whitwam Wealth Real Estate Podcast with Scott Whitwam, your blueprint to financial abundance. Settle in as we explore the mindset and methods for wealth building through real estate.
Welcome back. I'm Scott Whitwam, and I'm glad you joined me today for the Pursuit of Real Estate Investing Independence Day. And happy Independence Day to all those listening here in the United States of America. Today, we're going to be talking about what Independence Day is, to me, as a real estate investor. As a little kid growing up, I thought Independence Day and the 4th of July were about fireworks. I was blessed to grow up in a family that believed in God, country, and liberty. The standing for the flag was not about servitude to government, but about thankfulness for those who, against reason, thought liberty was worth fighting and dying for. Though I liked fireworks as a kid, I soon learned that there was a whole lot more to celebrate on Independence Day. It would just be easy to say that living in a country where we can buy, sell, lease, or co-op real estate is something to be thankful for. It's hard to fathom that 250 years ago in Europe, land ownership was impossible due to the feudal lord system. One of the early proposals of Thomas Jefferson to be included in the American colonists' Declaration of Independence from the Crown of England included this: life, liberty, and the pursuit of property. This can be connected back to the writings of John Locke and the two treatises of government that he wrote in the late 1600s. He laid out the basic building blocks for a representative republic. Locke theorized that free people should be able to protect their estates, which I would describe as one's personal possessions or chattel, and their land, realty, as these make up property. Ultimately, Jefferson chose the word happiness over property. And we know it to say now that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and that they're endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. From the founder's point of view, this made more sense. What if a person had no desire for material things or real estate? They, as all humans, would still pursue their happiness in whatever form that would take. But for the real estate investor, we're in the pursuit of property or real estate. And thankfully, a right we still have is the ability to pursue property. Many may take this right or this liberty for granted, but I know I never will. I live in the land of the free because of the brave. From my grandmother working to keep Navy airplanes in the air, to my father and father-in-law who served proudly in the Army, to my oldest son who served in the Navy. They have joined their names to a long list of brave heroes who believed in liberty and freedom that we celebrate today. But make no mistake, this liberty we hold so dear is under attack by big government. As President Ronald Reagan once said, nothing lasts longer than a temporary government program. The freedom to invest in real estate today will only remain if we take seriously our duty as investors to hold government accountable to the people, so that all people may continue to enjoy these inseparable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So let's continue to invest in America by rebuilding real estate in our communities, providing quality rental housing, and making game-changing money while we pursue our happiness in real estate investing. You've been listening to the Whitwam Wealth Real Estate Podcast, and we have come to the end of today's episode. And I want to thank you for taking time to listening. And if you found this episode, The Pursuit of Real Estate Investing Independence Day, helpful and or enjoyable, be sure to subscribe and leave us a review. And if you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you. You can always find the Whitwam Wealth Real Estate Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or whatever other podcast network you enjoy. This has been Scott Whitwam. Be sure to join me on our next episode of the Whitwam Wealth Real Estate Podcast, where we're building wealth through real estate. Happy Independence Day.